Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Jim, what is your interpretation of the likely formation here?
Conservatism would appear to be at play, Peter. However, we don't quite know what their motives are just yet. It could well be as it looks, but it might also be a way of deceiving the opposition into thinking that they're just going to sit back and then hope to produce an aggressive counter-attack or two. This system can accommodate that, and I certainly hope we're going to get something positive in response.
Gnabry! Terrific effort, just off target.
I think it was one of those, Peter, where he's caught it too well. He's not even looking at the keeper, so he knew where everything was.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Gets his head on it! Goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And that is as far as they're going to go. David Villa showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Van Bouten calmly anticipates. Well, that's clear-cut, it's a free kick. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Hileci, and he's picked out the run. David Villa is onto this. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Japan leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Bayer. Not getting too much time on the ball here, that is good pressing. It's a good-looking delivery. Firm header, just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
Japan with the corner, they're first. Baggio goes short. Terrific header! Really well taken goal. They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a... And that's it. That's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Begden alongside me, and to wish... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Japan against Italy.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So it's away we go then.
Well, this fellow, Giorgio Chiellini, Peter, is one of the game's great thinkers.
Yeah, in both an academic and a footballing sense, of course.
Yeah, and I think he'll prove key if they're looking to play on the break here. You won't get many players who are better than him in terms...
Gnabry! He has hit that forcefully.
Well, he does strike a very pure ball, doesn't he? It's great technique.
Cannavaro calmly anticipates. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. That's an imaginative pass. Nicely shaped ball. Oh, well played. Bellingham. Pele. Serginho promptly onto that, and that is that. Collier. Now it's Royce. Ferdinand. Pele. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
That is a great pick-up. And the shot! Goal, Italy! And Italy score first. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
Japan finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And it's Cancelo. Adams kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. First quarter of an hour gone. Gnabry. Royce is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. It's a pretty loose pass.
Japan really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
And it's Royce. Now it's Gnabry. And the counter is on. That's a nicely shaped ball. Shot, surely! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Serginho is always looking to play quality balls. Cannavaro gets across to intercept that. Collar. Oh, robust challenge. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Now it's Vitinha. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Royce.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Makaleli. Pirlo. And it's Makaleli. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Collar. And here's Gnabry. There's the header! Caught offside that time. And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. Baresi has been shown a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm. Pirlo. And Makaleli. And it's Pirlo. Pirlo touches it back. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Japan certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Cristiano Ronaldo, who needs just a moment to score a goal. Pirlo. 5 minutes till the break. That's a cute ball. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
No joy this time. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's got away. Oh, that's a fine interception. Still no way through. And there's the end of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
Substitution for Japan, number 20.
And the action is back underway.
Coming on the field is...
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And we have our very first corner. Baresi can get it clear. Japan have the chance to go the other way. Cannavaro makes the interception. A lovely pass, but can he get there? Shifted it to the flank. It's not an especially good pass, that. Baggio crosses. And they're quick to get it back. Vitinha is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. He's a sharp little ball here. That's going right the way across. Japan come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Pass is just off target. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Now it's Batistuta. Vitinha. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Italy are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Royce tries to dink it through. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Substitution for Japan, number 23.
So, time for changes
Yes,
on
Holland.
both sides, actually.
Coming on to replace him is number 18, Neymar.
This ended up in no
Substitutions
man's
taking
land.
place.
Pirlo. Now it's Roberto. It's Basho! It's in! They have come roaring back!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish. Look, it shapes to shoot! And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Now it's Kukçu. Eder Militao does really well to win the ball there. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Aimed beyond the defence. Japan do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. That looks a good ball through. And that's put paid to a promising move. He won't be happy with that one. Kukçu. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. And he's managed to get free. And he's there to make the challenge. They've got a corner here. Pirlo, the regular corner taker.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Cancelo.
Italy really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
In by Cancelo. Played over towards the opposite flank.
Good ball, that too.
Neymar. No, that's been intercepted. João Cancelo. That's a throw.
Substitution for Japan, number 9, Royce. Number 22, Baresi. Number 8, Pirlo. Coming on the field,
Tries to
number
play it
4,
through.
Isco. Number 3, Puyol.
And here's
Number
Batistuta.
10,
Threads one in. Roberto
Substitution.
Carlos deals with that comfortably. Good take, and is he in? A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous goal. Chance! It's bounced back off the post. Oh, surely that deserved better.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need, off the shoulder of the last defender.
Oh, what has happened here? Pelé receives it in a wide position.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
In once more. Defending of the desperate variety.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Neymar is flagged offside. And the number on the board is 3. And it's gone back to the keeper. Pelé. That's a shade optimistic. And that is that. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks a winner, of course, but the crowd... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So off we go then.
So I'm assuming, Jim, that Roberto Baggio will be given freedom of the park.
I would think so, because if you tie him to a position, I think you take away his natural instinct.
And it's not just that he is such a great player, but others seem to get better around him.
Yeah, because he can produce such huge moments with his dribbling ability, and I think that gives the rest of the team belief and that winning mentality.
And this is Del Piero. He's found a way through. Get that clear. And this is Del Piero. He's having a go. And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And this is Batistuta. And this... Oh, shooting chance! It's fallen loose again! And one more try! In he goes again! Now, who's going to be first to this?
Japan would very much seem to be growing their confidence here. You can feel it.
And it's Royce. And here's Batistuta. That has been cut short. Roberto Baggio. Pirlo. Not the most convincing of passes. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Japan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that.
Del Piero! Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And he cuts out the supply. Royce is sharing after that one. Now it's Batistuta. Looking to play him in. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Serginho cuts it out. He's in a great position here. And this is Roberto Baggio. Goes to finish! And he's following up. He has done it. And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Royce. And this is Pirlo. Raul going about things with real menace. And it's Royce. Ambitious ball here. Oh, that's a key interception.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Not the most accurate pass. Roberto Baggio. Del Piero. Now it's Cantona. Oh, easy pickings there. Gnabry. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Well, they've got it again. 5 minutes till the break. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Gnabry. Here's found. Goes for a shot! It's bounced back off the post. They've scored! He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Japan go into the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
That looks a good cross. Well, there's the clearance. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Japan come roaring back in quite some style. We've got a very different game now. And we are up to the break.
Oh, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
Japan all in three, just about shading things at the break.
Numero 5, numero 9.
Here we go again then.
Il numero 10, Neymar. Il numero 18.
Roberto Carlos spots it and intercepts. Oh, that's well spotted.
Tries to play it through. Oh, well played. Beckenbauer. Gnabry. Well, that has not gone well. Now it's Mbappe.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Tries to pass it through, and he welcomes it in. That's really well manoeuvred. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. He's tried one! And that's caused a worry or two.
His reputation is better than what we've just seen.
And smartly reclaimed. He's on it, can he get away? Lovely pass, but can he get there? Batistuta is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Del Piero. It's a pretty loose pass. Knocks it into space. That has ended up in no man's land. And that could set him on his way.
And a chance! Oh, taken with style. A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control.
The movement so precise. The finish so... Oh no, what has happened here? He's beaten the last man. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. It's gone for a throw-in.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 14, numero 24, Fletcher, numero 22.
This is Romario.
Il numero 11.
There's great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Great vision. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And he's picked it up out wide. Ball comes in. Eder Militao tries to clear.
Pedri really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And no, that was never going to make it. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. That pass has been well intercepted. Looking for a runner. Oh, that's clever. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And here's Batistuta.
And Batistuta! Batistuta! Glorious! That is a gem! An absolute gem! Pomp, panache and passion. This, a man full of it all.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, it's always that bit tougher for a keeper when the underside of the crossbar is in play.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
So now the difference is 3. Julie. Japan finding their passes. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. Now it's Mbappe. Julie. Threads one in. And he can clear it away. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Romario is on his own. Romario unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, look at the space here. Japan have it back and can go again. Oh, good take in a good area. Oh, he's tripped him right on the cusp of the penalty area. Japan presented with a golden opportunity here. And that's it. So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. There's the whistle.
Gigi Buffon, pretty much peerless in every way, Peter.
Tough to disagree with that. Rarely has a keeper surely commanded quite so much respect.
And from both his own team and the opposition, I would have loved to play with someone like this behind me. Time and time again, he's shown he's just the best at organising the defence. What a communicator.
That has not gone well. Now it's Royce. Oh, Red, nice interception.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Serginho. And Makaleli. Cannavaro wins the duel this time. He's having a hit! Into the arms of the goalkeeper.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Eder Militao. Roberto Baggio. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Milan looking to pass their way through.
Great chance! There is the genius of Luis Suarez! A finish of true class! And Milan have the lead.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Quarter of an hour played. Tries to pass it through. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed.
Shoots!
And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Japan with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Royce goes short.
Goes for a shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Pirlo is offering a wry smile there.
It's their second corner of the game. Serginho with the short one. Tries to cross. Nesta gets rid without sophistication. Japan are behind here despite their domination of possession. Baresi.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Royce. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Looking to play him in. Nedved. It's a searching pass. That's been cut out, well played. Makaleli. Serginho. Roberto Baggio. Now it's Neymar. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Royce. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Oh, important interception. And this is Neymar. And he's there to belt it away. And here's Baggio. Luis Suarez. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Royce. Maldini. And now they can clear their lines. And this is Luis Suarez. Japan finding their passes. He won't be happy with that one. Might be danger here. And he's taking no chances there. And here's Baggio.
Japan certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Little pass back, a probing pass. Now the delivery. Tries a shot! It didn't come off, but an audacious effort.
Neymar quickly realised that was his only option. It's very fast thinking.
Japan have their third corner. Stuta! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Now it's Neymar. That is Stuta! They've scored! Japan are level. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
And he's managed to get rid. And it's half-time here. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square.
Fought match, and that's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change things.
That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the set. Shot a goal! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
Milan take the lead. Adams spots it and intercepts. Oh, nicely intercepted. Oh, easy pickings there. Oh, super ball. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Makaleli. Some really good ball movement. And here's Baggio. Oh, that's a fine interception. No way through. Still they trail, and time is ticking away. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Baresi gets over and intercepts. Milan are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Maldini, a picture of focus and alertness. Knocks it into space. Luis Suarez. Suarez is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Pirlo. Floated through.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
He's picked his way through. Here comes the cross. And that has been cleared. Makaleli. Roberto Baggio. Adams cuts out the pass. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Good running, strong and purposeful. Nice looking ball. And this is Batistuta. Milan can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Oh, that's a key interception. Roberto Baggio, and he's intervened well there.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Can he get it through? Wriggles his way through. Hangs one in. He gets big. He's scored.
And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and made it perfectly.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that two-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Oh, played through for the wide man.
It's Luis Suarez!
Oh, he gave that an almighty thump.
Well, we always have to give a reason for it, Peter, but did he hit that too well?
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Luis Suarez. Albertini. Luis.
Oh, smashing header! Crossbar comes to the rescue.
Crossed in once more.
Can he finish? And it's there! And the lead is extended still further.
Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.